Hello everybody, it's Gemma here from the inspiredstamper.co.uk. Thank you for joining me for today's video. Now in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to use your Stamparatus to stamp some wreath shapes for the fronts of your cards. Now this one here is a Christmas card, of course. This one is using the Peaceful Noel stamp set, and I've use the small stamps in there to make a nice wreath shape for the front of my card. Now this example, again I've used the same technique, but this one has made a nice circle of clovers. This stamp set is a brand new one, which everyone who went on stage, or the demonstrators that went on stage, we all got in our goodie bag, and it's called Amazing Life. I will show you quickly. Now this is the stamp set, so I've used the clover here and the good luck to make my card, and of course I've used some Call Me Clover ink as well because they're clovers and it all just tied in so lovely together. So today I'm going to show you how I made this card here. We're actually going to use these colours today, and some of the Peaceful Noel DSP, which I know has just gone out of stock, so unfortunately you aren't able to get it anymore, but these are my Christmas cards for this year, so I need to make quite a few, so I thought it'd be a good one to show you the technique with. But obviously you can use it with any designer series paper you like, or colours, or stamp. Obviously I think it works better with the smaller stamps. This one just about fits on this card. So if I pop this out the way, and you'll see here I've just used some different colours on this one. This is the Christmas Design Series paper from the annual catalogue. The name's left me. I will, of course it'll all be on my blog, and a link will be in the description box below. I will let you know what that one is. But the red here is Poppy Parade, and I've used some shaded spruce for the green on this one. Today my colours are going to be Merry Merlot, Tranquil Tide and Sahara Sand. So I've got my 3 ink colours, and then I've got my other bits for my card. It's just a basic card base, so half a sheet of A4, so 4 1/8 of an inch, so straight in half, and then I've trimmed the length down to 11.5 inches and just scored it at 5 3/4 to make a card base. This is some of the thick Whisper, very vanilla, sorry, it's not Whisper White. And then a piece of the designer series paper for the front, which is 5.5 inches by 3 7/8 of an inch, just to go on the front. And then I've got a couple of pieces of the reversible copper and Merry Merlot ribbon there for the front of our card. I've got a little piece to put a stamp sentiment on, and I've got 2 squares here. I only need 1. I've got 1 square of very vanilla, which measures 3 inches by 3 inches. Now I'm just going to move some of these bits out of the way, bring in my Stamparatus, and explain a little bit about the stamping technique that we're going to be doing to make our wreaths on the front. Now I see this technique on a Facebook group. There's a Stamparatus group. I'm pretty sure it's for demonstrators only at the moment, and they've used this template underneath to stamp the wreath shapes. So all I've got here is a piece of paper with 2 squares drawn on it, overlapping each other, and then I've just laid a piece of acetate over the top, and I've just washi taped it down into place on my Stamparatus base plate. Then what you do is you take your square of cards, so my square measures 3 by 3. You'll see here I've got 3 by 3 written on the top of my piece of paper underneath, and all we're going to do is rotate our cardstock but keep our stamp in exactly the same place. So we're going to stamp and then rotate, stamp, rotate. Now you can use each corner, so you can stamp, rotate, stamp, rotate, or like I'm going to do today, I'm going to go the full turn. So I'm going to skip 2 points. So I'm going to skip one, go to the next point. So I'm just going to turn it by 90 degrees every time for this one. So to explain it further, it's easier to show you. It's not the easiest thing to try and explain without showing. So I'm going to grab my stamp. I'm going to start with this one here. I'm just going to place it down where I want to start. I'm going to use my top. I'm going to use both plates at the same time because I'm going to use a 2-step stamp together. But I'm going to do this one first to get this into place. So I'm going to start off with some Sahara Sand ink. I'm going to ink that up and bring that down and stamp that one first, and then I'm pretty sure I need to move this one. Then I'm going to pop that over the top, so I'm going to line that up where I want it to fill it in, close my plate to get it into position. Now I can add my ink. Bring that down and it fills in my leaf. There we go. I'm going to skip over one and go down to the next, so full 90 degrees, and I'm just going to repeat the stamping. I'm going to add in this one first and then fill it in. You see it has moved a little bit. There we go. Let's have a pop another one over the top. There we go. And then rotate again. Put my magnet on. Oh, I'm trying not to move my desk too much. It is a bit wibbly wobbly. I'm sorry. It's a little bit too wibbly wobbly for you. If I'm just a bit more gentle. There we go. I can add in my fill. Rotate. Ink my stamps again. And it shouldn't matter which way around that you stamp these because they're all in the right place. So there we go. So there is our first set stamped all the way around. You'll see it's forming a nice circle. So now I'm going to take these stamps off and bring in my little spruce style one. Just going to pop that one about there, like so. Fold that over to pick it up. Let's grab my Tranquil Tide. So we can ink that up. Close it over, and then again we're just going to rotate again, pop our magnet down into place, ink up, close our plate down. So there we go. I think should be getting the idea of this one now. So we just go around repeating each step for every side. Like so. There we go. So there's our little spruce all stamped in where we'd like it to go. Again, we can change our stamp. Quick dry off. I'm covered in ink. Never mind. grab this one in. We can just pop this one on here. Again, close our plate over. And on our second plate we can add in our little berries as well. So if we just pop that there for a moment, if I ink this one up, we can get this in the right place first and then add in our second stamp. So now we can pop that over the top where we want that to fill in, like so. I'm going to grab my Merry Merlot ink and use that to make the little berries. Like so. And now I can just go around rotating my cardstock around the template and stamping it in my images. So I'm going to do our outline and then our infill. There we go. Again, doing this a bit backwards, doing my infill before my outline, but we know it doesn't really matter. And our final stamp. There we go. So I'll bring that one down. Oop. And then there we go. That's our wreath shape stamped. And all done. So if I move this out the way now, take those plates off, pop this up here out the way, get that cleaned up later. So we've got our little stamped piece here. As I said, I've got another piece of Very Vanilla that I'm going to stamp a sentiment on. So I'm going to use the sentiment out of the set that says, "Fill the season with happiness." I've just stamped that in some Merry Merlot ink, and I'm going to shut these ink pads before I stick a finger in them, because it's highly likely that I will. And we've already got enough ink everywhere. And then I'm going to use my tailored tag punch to cut out this sentiment, and this just about fits. It is a little bit tight. It does just fit it on. So there's my sentiment done. Let's pop that behind there. Then I'm going to bring in my bits of ribbon, which I've just cut some pieces off, tailed the ends, folded them in half because we're just going to poke them out either side. And I've got my card base and a piece of patterned paper. And I'm just going to use some wet glue to stick that down to the front of my card. So I will be making quite a few of these cards to send out. So I needed something quite quick and easy and simple. Not too many layers as well for going in the post. So there's that part of that done. Now I'm going to pop my ribbon. I'm going to grab my glue dots and stick a couple on the ribbon. Ooh, pick it up. There we go. There's two on there. And two on this one. There we go. Pick them up quite easily this time. There we go. We've got no sentiment on there, so I'm just going to try and I'm going to pop that one that side. Try and get these quite straight, well, as straight as I possibly can. There we go, get them on there. And then I can flip that over, and that's ready to put on the front of our card. So if I get some dimensionals, I will pop that on some for the front of our card. Grab a couple more. Quickly take the backs off of these. And there we go. And we can add that to the front of our card. I think about there. And then a couple more on the back of our sentiment as well. I'm just going to pop that straight on the top of here, like so. And that is our little card done using the wreath building technique with our Stamparatus. Now, exciting news, there is a carry tote bag for your Stamparatus, and you can now, it's really wobbling, let's see if I can still help from wobbling so much. There we go. You can now buy you can still buy your Stamparatus on its own, or you can buy it with the tote bag as well. Now I'll put all the information and a picture of the tote bag on the blog post that goes with this, because I don't have one yet. I haven't done my order yet. I will be putting one in soon, but as I said, you can buy it on its own or with the bag now. Excuse me. And I'll put all the information to that on my blog and everything I used today. Obviously you won't be able to get the Joyous Noel Designer Series paper anymore because we have sold out. I'm not surprised because it is such a gorgeous paper and I've loved it from the minute I saw it. But there's still plenty of others to choose from, and also at the end of this week, the 23rd, starting the 23rd of November, we have got the online extravaganza coming up, and it is kicking off with 10% off paper, card and embellishments. So keep an eye on my website. I'll be posting all the information you need about that, and you can grab yourself some bargains on there. Until next time, remember you can click the link to shop at any time, day or night. Until next time, happy crafting, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, bye.